Buenas tardes. Elegí el libro de Matilda de Roald Dahl porque como maestra de inglés se los leí a mis niños de primero y quedaron fascinados. El episodio que elegí para leer es The Ghost, ya que no viene en la película y que sin embargo está muy divertido. There was comparative calm in the Wormwood household for about a week after the Superglue episode. The experience had clearly chastened Mr. Wormwood, and he seemed temporarily to have lost his taste for boasting and bullying. Then suddenly he struck again. Perhaps he had had a bad day at the garage and had not sold enough crummy second-hand cars. There are many things that make a man irritable when he arrives home from work in the evening, and a sensible wife will usually notice the storm signals and will leave him alone until he simmers down. When Mr. Wormwood arrived back from the garage that evening, his face was as dark as a thundercloud, and somebody was clearly for the high jump pretty soon. His wife recognized these signs immediately and made herself scarce. He then strode into the living room. Matilda happened to be curled up in an armchair in the corner, totally absorbed in a book. Mr. Wormwood switched on the television. The screen lit up. The program played. Mr. Wormwood glared at Matilda. She hadn't moved. She had somehow trained herself by now to block her ears to the ghastly sound of the dressed box. She kept right reading, and for some reason this infuriated the father. Perhaps his anger was intensified because he saw his getting pleasure from something that was beyond his reach. "Don't you ever stop reading?" he snapped at her. "Oh, hello, Daddy," she said pleasantly. "Did you have a good day?" "What is this trash?" he said, snatching the book from her hands. "It isn't trash, Daddy. It's lovely. It's called The Red Pony. It's by John Steinbeck, an American writer. Why don't you try it? You'll love it." "Filth," Mr. Wormwood said. "It's by an American. It's certain to be filth. That's all they write about." "No, Daddy, this is beautiful honesty. It is. It's about—" "I don't want to know what it's about," Mr. Wormwood barked. "I'm fed up with your reading anyway. Go and find yourself something useful to do." With frightening suddenness, he now began ripping the pages out the book in handfuls and throwing them in the waste paper basket. Matilda froze in horror. The father kept going. There seemed little doubt that the man felt kinds of jealousy. "How dare she?" she seemed to be saying with reach of a page. "How dare she enjoy reading books when he couldn't? How dare she?" "That's a library book," Matilda cried. "It doesn't belong to me. It had to return into Miss Phelps." "Then you'll have to buy another one, won't you?" the father said, still tearing out the page. "You'll have to save our pocket money until there's enough in the kitty to buy a new one for your precious Miss Phelps, won't you?" With that he dropped the now empty covers of the book into the basket and marched out of the room, leaving the telling blaring. This is the picture. Yeah.